Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. In this video, I'm going to cover what I believe to be the winning approach to selecting the right cryptos for your portfolio this full cycle, 2024 to 2025. If you've been paying attention and following along with our videos, I covered why investing in crypto as an asymmetric bet is a good opportunity. I've walked you through why market caps are so important, and you have a rough idea of what kind of crypto investor you are. If you haven't, make sure you watch these videos. Also, remember, nothing I say here is financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube. While you're at it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and let's get into it. So, there are so many tokens that you can pick from. It is so overwhelming. Probably heard of Bitcoin, probably heard of Ethereum, but every single day when you're on TikTok, social media, maybe even Twitter, you're hearing about all these random tokens that are coming up, and you don't have all the money in the world. So what exactly should you do? Well, I want to anchor us back again into the three archetypes. There's the comfortable, the curious, and the grinder. Now, in this video, it's mainly focused on the comfortable, but I'm going to talk a bit about what the curious and the grinder should do as well. So let's take a look at what I believe to be 5 of the top coins that you could look to have exposure to in this cycle. The first is Bitcoin, sitting at a current market cap of $1.92 trillion. I want to be very upfront with you. This is November 30th, 2024. I have sold about 75% of my Bitcoin that I've held since I was purchasing way down here around the 25 to 30,000, even below 20,000 US dollar mark. That is because the potential for Bitcoin to appreciate in value from where it is right now is so much smaller. So going back to that, even though Bitcoin is the number one cryptocurrency, it's the one behind everything, it's the sort of the king of crypto, I think we are pushing it to hope for a 4 trillion market cap this cycle. Likely we'll get to around 3 trillion. So that gets you from between 1.5 to 2x on your money. Now, if you are anywhere else in the world, this is an incredible opportunity, getting 50%. But we're in crypto, there's so many more gains to be had. So the only person or the only archetype I potentially look at for this is the comfortable one. They want to make money in crypto while they can. They want to keep it simple. They only want to stay on centralized exchanges. For those folks, I'd say, you know what? Having Bitcoin is a good idea. For the others, I would not touch it. And by the way, nothing here is financial advice. So remember, do what you got to do. This goes for everything that I'm saying. The next token is Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is actually what I consider the chain or the home of DeFi, decentralized finance. Ethereum is basically Bitcoin that you can actually put to work. It's crypto that you can use to earn you more money. You can work on chain and do everything. This was so big. It's been so big. And in my opinion, Ethereum has so much potential. So right now we are currently sitting at 37.13, but the last all-time high for Ethereum was $4,862 all the way back here in 2021 November. We haven't even broken out to all-time highs yet. There's so much potential. In fact, I continue to buy Ethereum very regularly because I believe it is undervalued. Now, for that reason, I believe the comfortable, the curious, and the grinder should all be interested in picking up some Ethereum. Once again, the market cap for Ethereum is very high at around 447 billion. So I'd say a market cap target of 1.5 trillion or around a 3 to 3.3x is reasonable. Still, very good gains, right? You can get 3x your money. You put in 10,000, likely you get 30,000, not financial advice, but that's not bad, right? The next is Solana. Solana is the home of the casino. It's what's been used to trade meme coins. They're doing decentralized finance there as well. And Solana has been doing fantastically as well. Solana it has sort of broken through it has broken through previous all-time highs. It's retraced quite a tiny bit. Still think it's very, very good potential, sitting with a market cap of 114 billion. So looking at that, I think we can forex it here to get to around 500 billion at the end of the cycle. The next token I want to talk about is Pepe. Pepe, in my opinion, is one of the best meme coins out there. Meme coins are an exploding narrative. They perform the best in the first cycle, and Pepe stands to gain a lot. It's sitting at 8.65 billion market cap, but it was the OG internet meme. It's part of the Boys Club, sort of a character created by Matt Fury, and it has long since been sort of gathering so much traction. If you've been watching this channel before and you're not a newbie, you might have gotten in much lower because this has continued to do very well and outperform. So just taking a look at Pepe here, this has the potential to around 8, maybe even 10 or even 15x, but I'm looking at a market cap target of $100 billion this cycle. So lots of opportunity. Once again, I think that's pretty good. And right now, Pepe is the third biggest meme by market cap, but it's still very small when you compare it to other big chains, other big tokens. The final token that I'm talking about right now is BitTensor. You can find it as Tau. Now, BitTensor is sitting there with a 4.87 billion market cap. Yes, I know you're probably wondering, well, the FDV is higher. The last video you said that's potential dilutions. Those don't really play much of a factor in a bull market, so we can not worry about this for now. We care more about what the potential is in this cycle, because I will be making this a complete another video. I will be telling you guys I am selling 100% of my crypto at a certain point in the cycle. I will not be holding crypto for the drawdowns that will be coming later on. And I'm going to show you how we can identify that in a future video. Now, BitTensor, if you're wondering, it's a decentralized AI company. It's been getting all the hype. There's been the All In podcast, and many other people are vouching for it. And if you've seen how NVIDIA has performed ever since they pivoted into talking about AI, the company's stock has absolutely skyrocketed, going, back in 2022 all the way up. It's about like up 400%, and even much more if you consider like all the way back since then. So I want to just go back here and do a quick reframing. I'd mentioned 5 tokens. Can you get more than that? For sure. Now, for the comfortable person who doesn't want to get involved into crypto in a much more detailed way, I'd say these are probably the 5 best tokens they can look at, not financial advice. All of these tokens should be available on your centralized exchange, because I remember that was definitely a key attribute as well, making sure that they can access them. Now, are there other tokens with a lot more opportunity? Of course, but most of those will require you to be on chain, because by the time they get listed on your centralized exchange, the opportunity is no longer there. You're unable to pick up those tokens when they're much cheaper. This is why I always want everyone to come back here and go, well, are you willing to go on chain? Are you willing to put in more effort? If that's the case, then yes, you can find these other lower market cap gems that haven't been listed yet. That is the true potential. But you can still make quite a bit of a bag by just looking at these 5 tokens, diversify appropriately. That doesn't mean you need to go 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. You can make whatever split you're comfortable with. What I do want to say is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana are probably the safest of these 5 assets. So make sure that you have, I'd like to make sure at least I have 50 to 60% of my funds in here. Now, I leave it up to you to decide what you want to do. As I mentioned, Bitcoin has the lowest potential only because the risk versus reward, there's very little risk. There's almost no risk until the crypto market crashes. But the reward also is just not that great, because the time to buy Bitcoin was 25,000 US dollars this cycle or less. Now that it's already 4x, you're likely to get a 1.5 to 2x on that. Now, for the rest of you who are wondering, all right, well, what about us who want to play on chain? Well, I want to reframe you guys to the money flow of crypto. So we have, in my opinion, gotten to the stage where we're about to launch into phase 2, where Ethereum starts outperforming Bitcoin. What that's going to have happen is all the altcoins will start running alongside Ethereum. But first, Ethereum is going to have a massive pump. So if we take a look at this right here, I expect to see Ethereum break 4862 and then really kick off that next stage. It can happen sooner, it can happen a little later. We don't have a crystal ball. But then what's going to happen is you'll be able to rotate into large caps and then other altcoins. Something that's sad but true is at a certain point in the cycle, everything will just be dragged up because the money will flow downwards. The trillions that we have in Bitcoin, the billions we have in Ethereum, Sol, and other big tokens will start going into tokens with much smaller market caps, exponentially increasing their prices. But if you want to outperform all of that, you'll have to rotate when the time is right. That's definitely a very tough thing to do. If you really want to know and sort of be in tune with that, I'd recommend the Web3 Secret Society. This is for those curious and those grinder types, because when we do the rotations, I'll be talking about that in the channel. I post my alerts there. I did the same thing for XRP when XRP was around 50 cents. Now it's sitting around $2. So by listening to our office hours and everything, you can get a better understanding. That being said, you don't need to join. All you have to do is just follow this chart. This chart will help you out a lot. And then on top of it, if you want to outperform those, go take a look at my playlist for bull run narratives. I'm still making some videos. I made one on layer ones and I made one on meme coins. This will give you an opportunity to understand how you can front run those moves. Because at the end of the day, you just want to be on chain to get as many tokens as possible before they pump. And if you're that comfortable person and you're saying, hey, how do I get into that? Maybe your exchange will list them. So I'd recommend that you go through, look beyond those 5 tokens that I showed you today if you're interested, and ask yourself, okay, why do I want to buy something? The number one thing I ask people is when you're looking at buying a token, it can't just be because someone told you. You want to do some research and understand what makes that token good. Why is this project worth investing into? Because, for example, if you don't think you can outpace the gains of Ethereum and Solana with, I don't know, any random token like HBAR or Chronos, then why would you even buy that over just buying Ethereum or Solana? This is something I strictly enforce with the people I coach. But if you're interested, make sure to check out the Web3 Secret Society. I'll be back with some more videos to help you guys out. As always, I want to help you guys succeed in this cycle because especially we have to wait once every 4 years to get it. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll be bringing you guys so much more content. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.